Hi everyone, it's Sarah from International Smiles, and today I'm going to talk about the different modes of transport and the best ways to get around Bangkok. So first of all, we'll start with BTS or SkyTrain, whichever you prefer to call it. In Australia we'd call it monorail. The thing I love the most about BTS is it's fast, it's air conditioned, it's super clean, and it runs all the time. One of the best things, of course, about the BTS is it stops often right out the front of a shopping centre. So you could literally get off your SkyTrain, go out the gates of the BTS and walk straight into the shopping centre. So it's really, really convenient and it's fast, so fast. Compared to being down on the street with the rest of the traffic, you bypass it all and it's amazing. I love it. BTS runs for about 20 hours a day and stops at each station between 3 to 5 minutes. Every 3 to 5 minutes, of course, it depends on what time of day, on whether or not it's the 3 or 5 minutes. That's about it about the BTS. Next thing I'll talk about is taxis. Obviously a taxi is great and you can go anywhere with a taxi, not just stop at certain stations. So of course if you can't get somewhere with a BTS, your next option would be a taxi. It's air conditioned, and my best advice with the taxi is always make sure that your taxi has a meter. Try not to barter a price and always make sure your taxi driver okays where you're going before you get in, because sometimes you can get in and then they don't want to take you to the area you want to go to because they're not familiar with it or they just don't want to go there. Simple. So always make sure they have their meter on so you're not getting ripped off, and of course make sure they've okayed where you want to go so you get to where you want to go and they don't drop you off at some random place. Of course, the worst thing about a taxi is you're down on street level and therefore you're in amongst all the crazy Bangkok traffic, which, trust me, there is a lot of traffic in Bangkok. Next mode of transport I'll talk about is tuk-tuks. Tuk-tuks are a bit of fun and just a classic thing for tourists to do. So tuk-tuks are more expensive than a taxi because of course you're a tourist and you do have to barter. So you pretty much will tell the tuk-tuk driver where you'd like to go. They'll then give you a price and then you've just got to barter down to what you're happy to pay to get to where you want to go. To be honest, tuk-tuks is something I think everyone should do once. It's a bit of fun. Yeah, traffic can be a bit of hell, but in saying that, they often go down little back streets and things that you would never go down with a taxi. So I quite enjoy just seeing the different parts of Bangkok that you wouldn't normally see. Of course, if the weather's a bit hot, you are sitting sometimes in Bangkok traffic and it is hot. But besides that, I love a tuk-tuk. You should try it, I think. Next thing we'll talk about is a motorbike taxi. So these are pretty much just scooters, and the taxi driver has like a little fluoro vest on. That's the way you know he's a motorbike taxi driver. And they're cheap. Thais are notoriously known for not walking any distance, so instead of walking somewhere they'll just get a motorbike taxi. So motorbike taxis are more if you want to just go a small distance. I myself have gone on motorbike taxis in the past, from zipping from little places, but I don't normally recommend this for tourists because the rules are there are no rules. They'll go down the wrong side of the road, they go on footpaths, and they really like zip in between traffic, which is a little bit crazy. And my first time I was pretty scared, to say that at least. Next one we'll talk about is the MRT, which is underground railway, and a river taxi. These two I haven't really been on. The MRT, from what I hear from other people, is really clean, like the BTS. And of course, river taxis are great if you're, for instance, at a temple and you just want to get across the river. It's a really great way and easy. Of course, you barter with the river taxi, but you don't with the MRT, obviously, because it's a train system. I hope you found this helpful. If you'd like any more information, head over to our Facebook page, International Smiles, or you could call us on 1300 140 040 or email us inquiries@internationalsmiles.com.au. Thanks for watching. Bye.